Broward honors the victims of a tragic event as schools throughout the area took time to remember the 10th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. The tragedy was one of the darkest moments in American history. At Western High, staff, students, and local firefighters paid tribute to the fallen by holding a 10-year anniversary ceremony at the 9/11 memorial they created at the school shortly after the attack in 2001. Designed and built by the engineering students at the school, the memorial served as an emotional backdrop to the day's events, which included dedications, ceremonial bell ringings to honor the victims, and a 21-gun salute performed by Western's own JROTC program.
To me, an event like this says all the right things about education, about students, and about community. And that's how we all come together to remember events and to remember and to remind ourselves of what can happen to us in time of crisis. We recognize those who have put themselves in harm's way. We recognize those who lost their lives. We recognize those families and friends of those who have passed. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And that's how we should remember those who have passed, but also the first responders who assisted those who passed on that fateful day of 9/11.
This is really good. A lot of the kids that are out here, it's an educational thing. For the firefighters, it's just something very close to home for us, but it also allows us to share with the students that are out here that some of them were, very small children at the time and maybe don't really remember what 9/11 was all about.
I don't remember much except my family crying. I don't remember why. I'm very proud of my school because everyone coming together as one, all the emotions, mixed emotions of happy and sad, made me feel proud about my country.
While Western paid tribute through a memorial, over at Fort Lauderdale High, students had the opportunity to speak with local firefighters who actually volunteered in New York during the search and rescue following the collapse of the towers. The event was hosted by CBS 4 weatherman Jeff Baradelli and was simulcast throughout the county through the district's video conferencing equipment, enabling a unique opportunity for students to hear about and ask questions to people involved in the actual 9/11 tragedy.
It was overwhelming. It was almost surreal. You just can't imagine the vastness of 16 acres, but 16 acres of rubble of two buildings that were 110 stories. It was just so surreal. The smoke, the people, the dust. You really can't describe how it was. You'd had to be there. I think it's important to share, especially since most of them were in the first or second grade at the time of the event, and you really can't forget about the tragedy that occurred there and the lessons learned, and it's very important.
And learning from the tragedy is what these 9/11 events are all about, both in how to honor those that sacrificed and also appreciating the strength our country showed overcoming it.
My cousin responded to 9/11, and me and my mom got these on 9/11, and 9/11 always hits my family really hard, and this is really special to us every time we do it.
Well, it makes me feel very proud to be an American. I think that a lot of times we overlook the response that America had to that vast situation, how we made the best out of the situation, how we went about it. It also reminds me that it's very important to remember the sacrifice that our country made and to always prepare to do better in the future. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country to make it better.
Broward School Beat can be seen right here on Beacon TV. Invest in yourself.